right now. Go ahead and do an introduction. Tell us who you are. Go ahead and do that right now.
All right. Denise Simon.
Okay.
I've worked with Stand Up America U.S.
All right.
A general Paul Valley operation. And we want to give a little bit of a talk about the ending statements of Barack Obama's State of the Union address last night as it relates to Guantanamo Bay.
Right.
It appears that Barack Obama is working to terminate the lease that we have had all of these years with Cuba to lease the military base in Guantanamo.
Well, here's what I'm going to stop it right there because we're going to sum this up. Really, we're going to sum this up here for everybody who does not understand Club Gitmo. Club Gitmo. What we're going to do is we're going to close down Club Gitmo, put the terrorists back on the battlefield. That's what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're going to do because we can't do waterboarding. No, you cannot. That's torture. You cannot. You have to read the terrorist Miranda rights before they get arrested, and you cannot shoot a terrorist until you actually read the Miranda rights first. So that's what's in place right now. That's what's happening, and we just want to give you that. That report to you and bring it to your and address it to you. That's all we're doing. So I could begin with closing Club Gitmo. It puts the terrorists back in the battlefield. That's what it does. Tell me if I'm wrong. Go ahead.
Well, I can't tell you that you're wrong because we have had at least an estimated 35% of these enemy combatants that have in fact rejoined the fight in some form or fashion. And there is yet another number of those that have reconnected with their old circle of terrorism that are doing recruiting and money fundraising for whatever factions by which they represent. Big question is that the media has not been able to gain out of the Department of Justice or from the White House or the National Security Council exactly what kind of containment and monitoring that, at least if for nothing else, Qatar is doing with those that we have released.
Right.
We have released them to Uruguay. We have released them to Oman. And so nobody is speaking to how much privilege they have once they are back in their circle of nefarious friends. That's a very disturbing condition. They're really there. They're not even under house arrest. They're classified when they go into these countries to which we have deported them as refugees, meaning that they have probably likely more privileges in those countries than they would have had in their home countries. And isn't it fascinating that the majority of them could not go home to their home countries because their governments didn't want them? Those that are remaining today in Gitmo, the lion's share of them, are from Yemen. And as you see in the last 2 days, Yemen is a failed country. It has fallen. The government has fallen. The leadership is essentially held up in their own palace. They can't get out. We only have 100 Marines that are, in fact, protecting our embassy there. We have deployed some naval assets for evacuation. And so, Yemen is certainly the core of where it is the headquarters of where Al-Qaeda Arabian Peninsula is located. So, now, it's also an interesting note, Mark, that you may be interested in knowing, and this just came across in flash traffic in my own desk, and that is that we have brought 2 Yemeni Al-Qaeda combatants to the United States. We have brought them here in the last day or so. We didn't put them in Gitmo. We didn't put them anyplace else. We brought them to the United States. So this is what Eric Holder and the Department of Justice is doing undercover, of which the media is not reporting to us.
And one thing, too, I want to mention, too,